Hi again, and welcome back to the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. I'm Elisa Allgood. These letters from November 13th sit in such a meaningful place in the story. It's the moment where the waiting starts to shift, where you can feel both of my parents leaning forward toward the same point on the horizon, only a few more days away from finally being together again. My mom's letter is full of emotion today. She finally got 4 letters at once, the whole stack of mail that had been missing all week, and you can hear the relief in how she writes. She also opens up about her fears around being pregnant and growing so quickly without him there to see it happen day by day. She wasn't afraid he wouldn't desire her. She just worried he'd be shocked by how much she'd changed. And that was just so vulnerable and tender, so real. And then there's the part that hits me real hard. She talks about saving her maternity clothes for next time, hoping to be pregnant again within 2 years, thinking 2 children would be just right. She was 31 here. She had no way of knowing that I would be her only child, or that she would have a hysterectomy after my birth. Reading her dreams of a bigger family, knowing the truth of what came later, it adds a layer of tenderness I feel every time I read these things. This page. Then there's my dad's letter. My dad's letter from this same day carries its own emotional weight. He didn't get a letter today, but he thinks he'll get one tomorrow. And he writes that this might be the last letter she receives before he comes home. He even jokes that she might read it after they've already made love. And you can feel how close they are to the end of this separation. He's already halfway home in his mind. So this is November 13th, 1971, the day the letters start to sound like footsteps moving closer and closer to be together in person. 13 November, Saturday. My chickie. Boy, I hit the jackpot today. I finally got this week's mail, all in one. I got 4 of the sweetest, dearest chickie letters in the world. You completely wiped out my fears of you not desiring me while I'm pregnant. Deep down, I knew you would. I just think my size would be less of a surprise if my darling had been here to watch me grow beautifully pregnant. As it is, you might be completely surprised when you come home. I think this is my fear, rather than you not wanting me. I know you'll love the feeling and loving our baby inside me move in my belly. I know you that well, and I know you love me. I know that. So I really don't know why I was so worried. I love you so very much. I got a letter from Grandma Gladden today. She's so lonely. The letter I could hardly read, but the thought counts. She said she knows how bad it was for me to be alone and without the man I love, because she lives every day remembering and loving Granddaddy, even after all the years since he died. She was excited about the baby. I'll try and get a letter off to her soon. Joe still hasn't been to see her since we were home. That bastard. I truly don't understand him. Well, the slack suit that I ordered from Ward's came today. You told me to go ahead and get it, and so I'm glad I did. It really looks nice on me. The color is so good. I'm going to get a lot of wear out of it, and I think you'll be pleased too. You are so precious. I could have done without it, but the next time, within 2 years, I hope, I'm pregnant, we won't have the expense of maternity clothes because I'm going to pack them away with mothballs so they'll be good the next time. You know, we've never talked about how many little ones we want. Since your wife is over 30, almost, I think 2, like the number 2, would be nice. It isn't good or healthy to have children after 35. Well, I had lunch with Nikki, I ran some errands, came home, and I was watching TV at 4 p.m., and the next thing I knew, it's 5:30 p.m. I couldn't believe I practiced seeping for an hour and a half. Well, now it's 1 a.m., and I'm watching the Late Late Show, and I'm not seepy. I hope I can CP later. I'm so excited about 18 November, 11:56 p.m. I'm not sure I'll be able to CP good until you get here. I'll be at the airport with bells on. Don't you worry about calling unless you miss your connection. I'll be there hell or high water, chickie. Well, I'm out of paper, so I'll close and write tomorrow when I go to the BX. I'll be so happy when you're here, and we won't have to write just to talk and to love. I love you with all of my heart and soul, forever and always, Sarah. Wow. And now, here's my dad's letter from the same day, written from Vietnam, but with the sound of somebody already halfway home in his heart. 13 November. My dearest darling, I love you. You are my precious little chickadee. I didn't get a letter today, but I bet I will get 2 tomorrow. This may be the last before I get home to you. How about that? I will write tomorrow, but you may get that after we have made love. That would be great. I can't wait to get you in my arms. Baby, I love you so. You are my sweet precious. We got off alert this morning, came to the hooch, shot the shit, and then had lunch at the club. Went to the detachment to get Ken. He got into Saigon late last night. He is okay. He thinks he made it back in time by a miracle. Went into the club for supper. Why, I never want to see another mashed potato. This place is so full of mashed potatoes and green beans. I can't wait to get home to you and our love and our soup and sandwiches and crumbs in the bed and naked bodies and sweet, sweet love. Baby, you are my whole life, and I can't wait to have you all over me. You better be ready, 'cause here I come. I know you are ready. I am now talking to my love, and shortly after you read this, I will be talking to you direct. Baby, sleep warm, be my love, and know that I am yours forever. Love, Dick. Wow. Thanks, you guys, for listening to the Allgoods, Vietnam Through the Eyes of Love. These November 13 letters mark the end of a long stretch of separation and the last true waiting day before everything starts to move toward the reunion. In reading these letters now, knowing what my parents were hoping for on this day in 1971, what they dreamed of, what they were feeling, eating, being, talking to, and what they believed would come next, it's amazing. And it touches me really deeply. The way they were able to visualize and see their life and love so much. They did. They loved each other to the day they died. Whew. Thanks, you guys. If you'd like to support this project, you can do that at buymeacoffee.com/the Allgoods Love. And you can follow the podcast or share it with someone who loves a real love story. I do have a dream of putting these letters in paper and writing, and it's just a lot for me to do by myself. So some support, even if you like the letters, if you're listening, can you just send me a message and let me know? It'd really mean a lot. It's been a long go, and I just appreciate you listening. So thanks. So in the next episode, you're going to hear from my dad's letter from November 14th. And that's the only letter I have left from this month. Even though my mom writes in this letter that she's going to get some more stationery at the BX tomorrow and write, I don't have any letters. And I'm wondering if because my dad was going to be gone on leave when they arrived, if they didn't get saved, or if that's why I don't have them. Or maybe they're going to turn up later out of order and something I just haven't gone through yet. I doubt that, though. Anyways, and just like my parents, we're going to step into the days where there are no letters. There's just only going to be the reunion itself. And tomorrow will be the last letter for the next few weeks. And I'll be filling those days with reflections and photographs from my archive as we move really into the heart of the story, as the final stretch before he comes home for good and they start their new life in Miami and I'm born. Thank you guys for listening, and take care of yourselves and the people you love. I'm really grateful to have these letters, to have these stories to share with you, with my family, with Wiley. And I'm really grateful and honored that you're walking this path with me. It is a privilege. So thank you again for your support. Have a great one, and I'll see you in the next letter.